10,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for taking your time out of your day to watch my videos and liking and commenting and subscribing and all of that. Thank you very, very much. And as you can see off the bat, we are currently not in the Roblox dimension. And the reason why I'm not in Roblox right now is because I wanted to use my first ever drawing tablet that I got not long ago as of recording this video. And I thought it would be as easy as plugging in the drawing tablet and just using it in-game in Roblox, but the tracking was really laggy. And maybe if you guys also have this Wacom Intuos tablet yourself, maybe you can leave a comment below with any tips on ways of fixing the tracking perhaps, because I kind of did like zero research and just went on Amazon, saw the most well-reviewed drawing tablet and just kind of went with that. I fiddled around with it for a bit, but I just got really frustrated with it and I wanted to get this video up and in production as soon as possible. So yeah, I thought maybe let's just go into Photoshop instead. So if you are new to the channel, all the Roblox spray paint artworks I've made, all the digital artwork I've made up to this point was all done with a mouse. And as a disclaimer, it wasn't something that I forced onto myself, like, oh, I want to have this weird cool gimmick and force myself to learn how to draw digitally with a mouse. It wasn't anything like that at all. It's actually because all the way back before I had a desktop, when I used to play games on my laptop, I would like randomly, like occasionally like draw something really goofy and silly and post it on my friend's Discord server. And I guess like I've unintentionally trained myself over the years of just doing those casual silly doodles on MS Paint. So you might be wondering like why now get the tablet? It was mostly because I've just been stalling it for the longest time, and it's because of all those years of me just unintentionally training myself with a mouse and how comfortable I got with it. Every time I would consider buying one, like I would think of like, yeah, I should really get a tablet now. That thought would enter my head, and by the next few minutes it'll be like, yeah, it'll just disappear. It was just me not committing to it. It's not like a financial issue to why. It was just me stalling. But yeah, now I'm like, okay, I want to actually take digital art seriously and like have the proper tools to do things with. So I was like, okay, now actually please get a drawing tablet. And I did. So I played around with the drawing tablet quite a lot before I brought it into Roblox to try it out, before all the hassle with the tracking. And mind-blowing revelations here, it's so much easier to draw with, like wow, shocking. And yeah, with this drawing tablet, after using it for a bit now, it feels like I've just came out of the digital art stone age or something, and I'm actually with the times, with the regular normal digital artists. So this is going to be a lot more of a laid-back video, and I'm just going to be going through my processes quite casually. And for all the experienced digital artists, I don't know, maybe some of my processes might make you cringe, I don't know. But yeah, fun fact, I don't even know how to mask, so I don't know how to do it yet. I just kind of color it in. I still consider myself quite a traditional artist. I'm definitely capable of learning these, I'm just not there yet, but I feel like I got the gist of it. I don't know, I'm just being paranoid that some of my processes are like absurd or something, I don't know. I was thinking of this 10,000 subscriber artwork and how maybe I could like encompass all the silly little characters in my spray paint videos. You can see with the serpent, the eye serpent thingy, like the dragon, and like other older illusion artwork stuff, and like the weird creature and like the car. So all these like fun little references from all the old Roblox spray paint videos. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of overthinking here. There's a lot of things that I could dramatically change, especially with the 10k structure thing. Earlier back into the video, you saw me like doing roughs of it and sketches with like cool patterns on each like letter and number, but I decided to just keep it simple. I think this is quite like a casual like piece of artwork that I was gonna originally just post in the community tab in my channel, but I thought to really get back into the groove of making videos again after like an intense amount of schoolwork that I just finished as of recording, that I would at least make this a speed paint for you guys to watch. I wanted to capitalize on these like weird serpent thingies and like really create this dynamic composition, and I think I managed to get that like movement in the piece quite well, especially with the dragon. Like I think how it would lead your eye across the page was done quite well here, I think. Oh, and you can see here right now with the car that I'm trying to do the line work for, I wasn't sure where else to put it. How I kind of plonked it on top kind of made the car look like it was sentient or something. I just thought it was funny. And here you can see me drawing the expression for the dragon. The dragon's really confused, like why is a vehicle doing up here? I even made the car's windshield wipers like stick up to like kind of suggest some form of sentience. I don't know. It was just very weird, and I just kind of rolled with it. Right, so now I start approaching the small line work details when it came to the massive like 10k sign. And you can see I decided to go with like a brick pattern. And yeah, I start lining it up, but then I completely stop as soon as I realized that I have to move on to a spherical shape. And I was like, yeah, I really don't want to do brick patterns on a round curved object. I know it's possible with Photoshop, but I was just like, nah. So I just erased away, and it kind of looked like the texture of concrete. So I just thought I'll just give it like subtle dots here and there instead. Again, just a lot of simplifying. You'll find that a lot in the theme of this process in this speed paint video. And yeah, I think it's just kind of fun to go back to my old thumbnails, you know, referencing like the old car here. And yeah, it's just kind of, there's kind of something like nice about it, like mildly nostalgic. I was really satisfied with the sunset theme, but in the end I did change this back because I wanted to go for a, you know, orange yellow gradient for the 10k, like the massive 10k in the forefront. Those colors were gonna clash with each other and there'll be too much of like this weird similarity, and I wanted the 10k to stand out. So unfortunately I had to reject this sunset sky idea. For some reason, I think I got distracted here, or I was like getting very distracted here. I was just so excited about this sunset thing, and I just wanted to try like how it would look on like a certain area of the piece. So I started just rendering the heck out of this bush, this like greenery stuff, just to see how the sunset would look like. And yeah, that was a massive distraction. This is where the agony sort of begins. So you notice with the sketches that I was doing for the 10, 0 and the K, I plan to have these like crazy cool patterns in it to like reminisce on the old graffiti pieces that I did. Like I wanted to do it to like encompass all the styles across all the different thumbnails, but it just wasn't sitting right. Like I did so much, focused on one number at a time just to see if I could like work through it quickly, but something about it was just not working out. I think especially it was the blue, just the accenting of the blue. It was just way too overbearing, and even with that light wash of yellow on top, it was just still not looking right. Yeah, you can see me here trying to do like some outlines with purple to like kind of offset all of that strong blue. I dial back all the patterns like drastically. Like I go through a bunch of changes. I went through all like these color adjustments just for me to not use it, because it was just not sitting right with me. I go through it a few times again, maybe make the blue lines thinner, but it was still like way too distracting and overbearing. I really did try to like get some sort of pattern down, so here again I go with the outline of purple and maybe have some bubbles coming up in the foreground, but again the purple blue line was just way too overbearing, and after adding it on the 0, everything just started to look super flat. So now I begin to actually render like the characters and stuff now. It was close to becoming these regular like smooth rendering, but something about the style wasn't really sticking with me. Yeah, I was just not liking it, even though it was like fairly decent of a render. But I just again like dialed it all back again and got rid of all the smooth shading and just went to like more simple blocky shading here. I just thought it fit the style a lot better. So this was another pretty satisfying part where I start adding the patterns onto the eye serpent thingy. Yeah, it was really coming together now. I think this was the most interesting part to tackle, which was the dragon. I didn't really approach the dragon like as one-to-one with the artwork that I'm making, but like how would I kind of stylize this in a way that's similar but not entirely, but still kind of, you know, work with what I'm doing here. And I think this entire process was the most satisfying, especially when it came to rendering. The neon dragon here was really cool with how I tried to like play off that idea of the pink light and how it interacted with the rest of the scene. And yeah, just adding those like brighter parts was just super satisfying. You can see how it interacts with like the creature underneath and how the light interacts with the number 1. So again, I reference an old thumbnail of the serpent video, and yeah, the colors aren't entirely like accurate or like the patterns aren't 1000% correct, but I just wanted to get the like cool colors down, and I just like doing the parts where the light would interact and like hit certain surfaces, and I just think it makes the scene look a lot better, and it just makes sense to put there anyway. And surprise, here I am again going over the 10k sign, thinking that maybe I could put just a tiny bit of detail of something. And I had this idea of like having the outline works of my previous pieces. But then again, after looking at it, I was like, this is like way too like messy, and I was just not happy with it again, and I just got rid of it. And I nearly forgot about this little character here, and yeah, I was going to change the body shape, but I thought I'd just leave it there. And there you have it everyone, the 10,000 subscriber artwork. I just want to say thank you so much again, and if you're tuning in on a phone or a tablet, you can literally like zoom in on the video right now with your 2 fingers, like how you would zoom in, and you could just take a closer look at the artwork. And again, thank you so much for this milestone. This literally wouldn't have existed without you guys. Leave a like and comment on all of that, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you.